Hello and welcome to English 214, Creative Writing Poetry. My name is Crystal Watkins and I will be your instructor for this course. My email is kwatkins@judson.edu and my office hours are available just about any time via appointment through Skype or Big Blue Button, if I can say that properly. Big Blue Button is something that you will be able to access on your Moodle shell. Skype is not through the Judson email at all, so it's whichever you prefer. The best way to contact me is via email. My expectations for you in this course. Please read everything that I have set out for you. There are some weeks where we'll do a little bit more reading and some weeks where you'll have a little less, and that's fine. If you want to read ahead or anything like that to just kind of even it out, I'm totally cool with that. Just make sure you do read it, because the poetry that we study, the techniques that we're learning about in a specific model will correlate to the poetry that we're reading in that module. So make sure you're reading those. I expect you to turn your assignments in on time. Now, these first couple of weeks, I kind of slacked off not putting this video out, just simply because I was sick and I didn't want you to hear me coughing all the time. But also because I was kind of giving you time to get your book and do everything that you need to do to make sure that you're good with the course. I'm not sure if I put your due dates on the syllabus, but if I did not, all of your discussions are going to be due by Saturday at midnight your time. And every other assignment that you have is going to be due the following Tuesday at midnight. Judson weeks start on Wednesday, so that's the timeline that we're going on. So each basically new module, new week will start on Wednesday. Please communicate any and all issues or concerns that you have with me as soon as possible. If I can help in any way, I will definitely do so. If something's preventing you from turning an assignment in on time, let me know. You don't have to give me specifics, but if there's something going on with your family or you're sick, just shoot me an email and say, hey, I'm going to be a little bit late with this assignment because I'm sick or because there's something going on with my family. And I will definitely understand that. And then I just ask that you give me your best. This is creative writing. It's not meant to be perfection. We kind of have a little bit of leeway as to how we grade stuff because it's all subjective. But one thing that we can look for is making sure that you're using the proper style and techniques for some of these different aspects of poetry. And that's what I'm going to be helping you to learn throughout this course. Your course requirements. Every week you're going to have some readings, which you'll find under the third column of your syllabus. And every week you're going to have a discussion, which you'll find under the fourth column in your syllabus. This is the assignments column, so a discussion is an assignment, but you'll also have things like quizzes, any poems that you have to write, or anything else will be located there. Your writing assignments will kind of go hand in hand with your final portfolio, because your writing assignments are going to be the poems that you write, the original poems that you write. And those original poems, the final polished draft of those poems, will go into your final portfolio, which is your final exam for this course. So for that final portfolio, you're actually going to pick 4 different types of poems from this list right here. So you have blank verse poem, couplet, haiku, quatrain, sonnet, sestet, and narrative poem. If you choose to write a blank verse poem, a couplet, a haiku, and a narrative poem for your final portfolio, then those are the 4 poems that we will work on throughout the duration of this course. If we did all of these, it would be a lot to ask of you for original content. So we're only going to do 4. And you can choose whichever 4 you like. But we're going to study all of the techniques that go into writing these. On your syllabus, I think it will say write blank verse poem, and then week 3 is write couplet. So it'll say we're writing all of these, but we're not actually writing all of these. So for an example, in week 2, I think your syllabus says to write a blank verse poem. But whichever poem you choose to work on first is what we'll work on in week 2 and week 3. And then the final draft of it will be due in week 12 with your final portfolio. So that's how that works. Feedback. So for this class, I will be giving you lots of feedback on your original writing. Please note, it's not personal. I'm giving you feedback to help you become a better writer. Even bad feedback is great because it can help you grow. So if I'm giving you something that says this is wrong, let's make this correction. It's not that you're a bad writer. It's, not that this isn't something that, you stink at, because writing is a skill and we're going to learn how to improve on those skills. I've gotten tons of bad feedback in my writing career, but one of the beauty of art, which poetry is an art, is that you take that feedback and you learn from it and you grow. If you feel that I've not done a good job critiquing your work, please let me know. Like if you feel like I need to critique a specific subject more, like maybe give you more specific feedback, please let me know. I will not be offended in any way. If you feel like you need a little bit more specific feedback, I will definitely be happy to do that. One thing that I will do when I give you feedback is I will tell you what you need to improve on, and I will give you some tips on how to improve on that. And I will also tell you what you're doing fantastic, the things that you're doing great, because I think everybody needs to know what they do well as much as what they need to improve on. All right, so for the first module, you were supposed to read about drafting. Now, I don't know if you've done that, but if you haven't, please read that. And we're kind of going to talk about that for a moment here. So in drafting, you have something that's called the seed. This is the kind of the spark in your head that makes you want to write something. It's the inspiration for the piece. Whatever that is, just jot it down on your paper, okay? If you start writing the poem, make sure you get it all out on the paper. Don't go back and edit it. Don't look at the first line and be like, oh, I hate that, and then erase it, and then try to write that first line 5 or 6 times. Because that's going to slow down your brain, and your brain works faster than your hands can. So let your brain go as fast as it can, and just write everything down. Get it all out of your head and onto the page. And then when you're looking at it, remember that first drafts are always flawed and imperfect. I have not yet seen a first draft that is perfect from anyone. They will always get better with however much skill you build and things like that, but they will still be always something that you can improve on with a second or third draft. So just remember that there will be mistakes, and those mistakes are totally okay in a first draft. But it's easier to edit a flawed paper than a blank page. So don't be scared to write down those things. Even if you think it's bad, we can always go back and we can make bad good, and then we can make good great. But we can't make a blank page anything other than a blank page. All right, so that is it for today. I wish you all the best of luck in this course and every other course that you're taking. I will upload a video on Friday, which is today, to discuss line and meter. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything in this course regarding assignments, about anything that you have to read or do, please just let me know. If it's a problem with due dates, let me know. I can work with you on that. I am here to help you in any way that I can, so please just let me know if you need anything. All right, that is all I have for you in this video. Have a fantastic day.